So I'm Brad Harrington. I'm the Executive Director of the Center for Work and Family at Boston College. And I had the pleasure to address the Iwin Roundtable today and talk about some new ideas about work life and also about changing career structures and career models in American companies. I think the discussion was really rich. The people asked a lot of good questions, both positive in terms of encouraging about some of the ideas I discussed, and also some questions that said that maybe there's still some degree of skepticism about whether all these kinds of things can work with different populations of employee groups. I think some important themes I tried to touch on is the fact that work life is no longer a women's issue, that it's really an everyone's issue, and that many men these days are really concerned about work life issues and whether or not they're going to be available to provide not just a breadwinner role but also a caregiving role in terms of their family life. The second thing we talked a lot about was the millennials and how young people come with a very different attitude about what a career is today. In the past, a lot of people thought of a career as being something that they did with one particular employer. Today, the employment contract isn't quite so connected with one employer, and it's more about people trying to find relevant, meaningful ways to live out their profession in a variety of different contexts. So we talked about the fact that if we want to maintain employee engagement, we have to make sure that people feel that they're developing ways that keep them employable, keep them marketable, and keep them feeling like they're developing in their current positions. And we talked about some of the challenges that come with trying to implement a flexible workplace. I think those challenges are real, and sometimes it does make managing a more complex task, but the reality also is that we're working in a global marketplace with people who have technology available to them that they may be able to or need to work at different times and in different ways. And the flexible kind of work arrangements we talked about, I think, allow people to work when and where they're at their best and to do work not just from an office setting, but from wherever they feel might be most appropriate. So I felt like we had a rich discussion today about sort of the future of workplaces, the future of work, and the future of work life, and I enjoyed my opportunity to interact with the folks here in Kentucky.